welcome back to Let's Play Kirby's Return to Dreamland. So, last time we started level 5, Nutty Noon, and got to stage 3, which we'll be tackling now. So we got a new little gameplay mechanic of these little bars that we can, or ropes, I think they're ropes. But we can use them to kind of fight back against the wind to give us a handhold of sorts. There's an extra life, but that's not what I want. I am mostly in it for the energy spheres. I'm keeping stone because stone is a good power. If this were any other series, there'd be something hidden in one of these little alcoves here. But yeah, Kirby tends to go a little bit easy on the secrets compared to most Nintendo games, which is both admirable and also... It actually, for me, makes Kirby harder. And it sounds backwards, but yeah, actually Kirby's easiness complicates things a lot for me because, you know, I will go into a puzzle and be like, this is too easy. There's gotta be more to this. And there's, like, legit not more to it. It's just that simple. So I tend to make Kirby games look harder than they actually are, because I just second guess myself. Ooh, lots of cake. Kirby likes cake. He beat up an entire army for cake one time. Kirby Squeak Squad is a game. I like Squeak Squad. I get why people don't like it, but I still think it's one of my favorites, if not my all-time favorite. Which is not a very common opinion, so you heard it here first. I actually think Squeak Squad is amongst the best Kirby titles. Alright, let's roll down the rest of this hill. Okay, so the Key D, which is apparently the name, is going to have to be defeated before the bridge goes away. And I patiently waited for the bridge because I didn't want it to collapse under me. Ooh, giant zap cannons. Interesting. Do not approve of these guys being able to fly now, in addition to being underwater. And wind, also, not a fan of that. Let's jump over here and, zap this block, see what's inside this little alcove. Oh look, another energy sphere. Can I actually... Oh, you can defeat those. Oh, shoot. Well, that was almost a disaster. Beam really isn't my specialty. It's okay. It's a little limited. I know, like, in Squeak Squad and, like, Amazing Mirror, Beam was really kind of useless. So, Beam is slightly more useful in this game, but still not used a ton. According to what I've actually read, these are called Starmen, which is actually interesting because HAL did work on Earthbound. The original studio was having problems, and HAL helped out with a lot. From what I gather. From what I recall reading, Satoru Iwata, who would later become the head of Nintendo, was actually pretty influential in the development of Earthbound as well. That is a tight timing window. That's a really tight timing window. I don't think I need to charge it twice though, so I'm gonna do just a normal charge. Wow, shoot, I'm gonna trap myself. I'm legitimately confused by this. So I'm going as fast as I can. Oh, okay, that works. Diagonal. So yay, we got it. Yeah, Earthbound went through extremely tumultuous development issues, So, yeah, HAL and... I feel like another division of Nintendo helped out, but I don't know which one. I know HAL was influential, but I don't know what the others were. And I do actually wonder if that's part of the reason why NES got into Smash Bros. Originally, because, you know, Smash Bros. Was before all the Earthbound hype actually kicked off, because I'd say back in the 90s even, if you had asked someone what Earthbound was, they probably wouldn't be able to tell you. I feel like it was a very recent development that Earthbound actually got really huge. Oh. Okay. That's really well hidden. It's like, wait a minute, there's like nowhere else to hide this. Where could it be? And it was just in the clouds. Perfect goal game. So that is stage 3 down. Yeah, Kirby games are never that challenging, and even going for 100% in this game isn't even particularly involved. This music is really nice. So yes, remember, this is... I was just gonna say to remember something and I forgot myself. Oops. What I was going to say was, remember, this is not Creeper's Street. You actually do have to push A after bouncing off of something. And I immediately botched it, so good job for following my own advice. We can bounce on Gordos. That's fine. This is fine. No problem. This is running out, so luckily we have a second one. I was gonna say, it's like, I feel like we still have a ways to go through this, despite running out. Also, the ceiling wall's really low, considering how much you have to bounce here. This is gonna be an interesting timing window. Nah, it's actually not that bad. I thought the shoe would wear out as we were going across the spikes and it'd be super scary, but it didn't turn out to be the case. Okay, so off we go. Towards adventure. So yeah, we've almost fixed Maglor's ship. He only has one part left. Oh, gonna take one for the team, as the saying goes. I don't like Beam anyway, so I don't particularly mind losing it if it was like Stone or Hammer. Well, if it was Hammer, I wouldn't need to. I mean, if it was Stone, I wouldn't need to worry about it. But if it was Hammer, I would have taken it slow, because it's arguably harder to get that power than a lot of others. So we got a little bit of a boss fight here against Bonkers. More specifically, Super Bonkers, because again, no regular enemy actually gives you the hammer. So if you need the whatchamacallit, the Grand Hammer, I think, you have to get it from a boss. So we need to defeat him. Ow. Yes, I am playing extremely carelessly. Ow. I could have sworn I hit 2 again, but apparently I didn't. So that was awkward. Grand Hammer. You know the drill. Hammer stuff. Move on with your life. It's standard stuff. I wish it didn't show the full animation every time you get the power up again, because we've technically already seen him do the full wind-up, and same goes for fire, ice, and beam. I almost said spark, but it's actually beam. You know, because, you know, that second hit there was actually a lot slower, for instance. Like, see, he doesn't wind up as much before you get the button prompts, he just sort of does it. So I prefer that, and I wish the first time you saw it, it didn't repeat that. That's actually something Star Allies is better. When you've seen an animation once, it'll skip it for you. Which is actually really lovely, and I appreciate that. And also you can set it to turn off, so you can just skip all animations. I don't know why it didn't let me charge up, probably because I was in the air, but I'm not sure. This looks super suspicious, so let's hit this. And that raises up this platform. So yeah, we're just kinda going all over the place here. Got a giant little spring. And fire through all that stuff. This looks very Dreamland. I mean Nightmare in Dreamland, because there's a giant tower in that game. Hit the bell, or ring the bell, if you want to reference something I've already played. We got another little one of these little rift places. Ring a Bell really isn't that good of a Tails theme. I feel like of the Tails themes I've heard, the two I don't like, the two I like the least, I'd say, are Where the Frick Is This Platform Going? That's not what I meant in terms of song, but the two songs I'd say are the weakest would probably be Vesperia's theme. Okay, that was delightful. The two I'd say are the weakest are Vesperia's theme, which is Ring a Bell, and probably Grace's, which is White Wishes something. It's just meh. And yeah, I like Tails, but sometimes the themes aren't always winners. Best theme is usually Karma from Tales of the Abyss. Yes, I am talking about Kirby. I mean Tails doing a Kirby Let's Play because we just rung a bell. And this is pretty straightforward platforming, so other than getting crushed potentially, it's not too terrible. The crushing was kind of cheap, to be perfectly honest. I'm just gonna break through those. Because it's like, you're on a time limit and you don't know where this is going, so it feels a little cheap that it'll just insta-kill you when you don't know what to expect. So I do kind of call foul on that. Ew. Tornado. Ooh, boy. Playing with fire in this level. Tornado would be very much appreciated right now, just saying. Because Tornado trivializes levels like this, unless you run out of tornado power over Bottomless Pit, which, you know, I'm saying this from experience, because this has happened to me in other games in the series, to be perfectly blunt. Okay, grab you, and away we go. So, yeah, all that's left is to finish the level. We're definitely getting closer. It looks like the space than the sky, but I feel like it's a nice blend. You know, going from a giant, like, tower. This is basically a tower to space. It's kind of a nice, idea, actually. It's like a neat concept for a level theme. So we are actually going to do the next level in a sort of odd way because I actually want to. Wait, are we? Nah, we're out of time. Never mind, we're gonna end it here. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I always mess with the outro because I want to say Star Allies and I want to say Dreamland, but it's Kirby's Return to Dreamland. But yes, see you then.